Hello, I have something special for you guys today. I'm on the deck profile for the Kareapers. We recently dropped a new update on defense cards, so I'm going to go over those as well. It's going to change things a lot in the current Tasuo Showdown meta. I added some attack boosts called Kaiju Shards. Here's one of them. +2 shell element damage until the end of your clash phase. Must have 1k energy to activate. Pretty useful card in my opinion. Alright, so I'm gonna go with the main deck first. So we got 4 copies of each warrior, Kareaper class warrior. So we got I think I'm actually running 4. Yes, 4. Okay, so I thought. Alright, so this is basically your engine of the deck. Kareaper Luna Rai. This warrior cannot be targeted for an attack while there's a Kareaper class warrior on the field. And we're going to get into that later, why that's very important. Ability: during your end phase, if your opponent has a warrior on the K zone, you may send a Kareaper card from your deck to the dead zone. So any card with Kareaper in it, during end phase, if they have a warrior on the K zone, you can send a Kareaper card from your deck to the dead zone. So that's including their weapon, Kareaper Genetic Scythe. And what it does is allows you to mail 2 cards and equip it to a Kareaper. So it just comes back every turn pretty much. And then you got your searcher. Your main searcher for the deck besides Luna Rai is Hellbound Hound. His effect reads: during your play phase, you can discard this warrior from your hand and send a Kareaper class warrior from your deck to the dead zone to add a Kareaper from your deck to your hand, except Hellbound Hound. So what you would do is you discard this card, send Kareaper Xenobai to the dead zone. So you'll keep your make sure your K zone is free. So when you activate his effect will trigger off, which is when this warrior is sent to the dead zone, by an effect, you can emergency call this warrior to your K zone. So you discard Hellbound Hound. His effect is discard him, send a Kareaper class warrior from your deck to the dead zone, send Xenobai to the dead zone, then you emergency call him to the K zone, and then you would search for Luna Rai to your hand, and then you would play Luna Rai. It also has an ability where you can discard it from your hand to block an attack. So it says during your opponent's class phase, when a Kareaper class warrior you control is attacked, you can discard this warrior from your hand and send a Kareaper from your deck to the dead zone to block a physical attack or area attack. Very, very useful. So yeah, that's 4/4, of course. And then this is don't want to say this is the boss monster, but he just makes a deck so crazy. All right, his name is Kareaper Fugai. His effect is once while this warrior is in the dead zone, during your play phase, you can -2 Tasuo armor and -1k energy to emergency call this warrior from your dead zone to your opponent's K zone. If the zone has a warrior, target the warrior and send it to the dead zone. So they have a chance to respond. If they don't have the response, he takes their place on their side of the field. They would lose 1 body count for that. And then his ability is, if his warrior is on your opponent's side of the field, it cannot attack. So they have to get rid of him. So when you do that, and you would damage him up a little bit. So when they sacrifice him to call warrior over him, they lose another body count for that. And then this ties into Luna Rai's effect because he would be on their side of the field. So he would count as a Kareaper on the field. So even if they have him on the side of the field, they can't attack her. So they have to get rid of him. And then Xenobai actually has an ability that when he's equipped with the Scythe, he can attack 2 targets for 1.5. So he can be very menacing, especially combined with this card. They give him additional 2 damage. He'll be attacking 2 targets for 3.5 damage. Chainable damage at that. So you could continuously, use that card. All right, so here are some of the new defense cards. We got high jump, backflip, backhand spring, in quotations. When a warrior you control is attacked with an attack that does 2.5 or more damage, evade it. I think it's going to be a very good card, especially for the decks to stack damage. It's going to be automatic 4F. And it evades any attack as long as you can evade it. So if it targets, or if it doesn't target, you can still evade it as long as there's 2.5 or more damage. So I think I'm running, yeah, I'm just running 2 of those. You know, Smart Deck Storm staple, 4 of those. Double Backstab. One of the best cards in the game right now. When a warrior you control is attacked, when your warrior you control is targeted with an area attack, effect, or ability evaded. Just an excellent card. And here are some more new defense cards. Defense Stance. When a warrior you control is attacked or targeted with a physical attack, block the attack. Reduce the damage dealt by the card's printed damage value. Place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of your deck, then draw 2 cards. Yes, and this deck already helps, you know, thin the deck out to the cards it needs. So just drawing 2 more cards is just kind of overdoing it. So I think this deck is going to be one of the top contenders for set 1. And I got this at 2. It's a counter. So yeah, when you use it in your opponent's turn, running 2 of these. 2 copies of Backstab, because it's not as good as double Backstab. 4 ninja rolls. Always going to, if you got ninja rolls running, F4. It's like quick backhand spring, but better because it's not evade, it's a parry. I'm running 4 high jumps. That's a new defense card as well. When a warrior you control is targeted or attacked with a physical or area attack, evaded. The defending warrior cannot use block. The defending warrior can only use block, haki, Kyushu, or Kyushu catch type defense cards for the rest of its turn. If the defending warrior is launched in response to this card, +1 to stage. So if someone's has to obey you level 1, it will automatically go to level 2 because you're already in the air. So I'm running 4 of these because it's a really good card, and you can still, you know, use defensive cards after it. It just depends on what you got. So that's why I'm running 4 of these, ready for impact, so I can use block in the air with that with these after I use high jump. And this is also a new defense card. It reads, effect, when a warrior you control is attacked with a punch, kick, strike, or an area attack, block it. If successful, +1 clash gauge. Very, very good defense card. Adding combat gauge is just very, very important. It helps you Tasuo tag, attack for more damage next turn. And the last 2 is another high jump backflip. So actually I'm running 3 of these. Apologize. And a graceful parry. This is not new. This is season 1 or set 1, essentially. Defense card, graceful parry, -1 clash gauge. When the warrior you control is targeted or attacked with an area attack, parry it. If used in response to an effect or ability, the warrior cannot evade or parry your next attack. Sets up for beautiful combos. So yeah, that's my Kareaper Deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll get some games going. Tune in next time. Thank you.